What is going on, everybody? John with Refinery Fragrances, back for another video. Today we are going to be taking a look at Alexandria 3 by Xerjoff. Before we get into the review, if you are new to this channel or you've been around for a little bit and you have not yet subscribed, please do consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell icon for any notifications for future uploads. Really quickly, I want to address what might be obvious to you guys. We got some upgrades. We have a new camera, some lighting here. I got a new mic, and all of this would not be possible without my brother-in-law, Lenny. Thank you so much, dude, for hooking it up. He had some stuff for his channel that he wasn't using anymore. He sent it my way, helped me get it all sorted, and I'm really excited to be bringing you guys just higher quality content. I'm gonna leave a link to his channel below in the description. It's called Just Audio, so if you're a fan of high-end audio, if you're an audiophile, and you like, you know, just top of the line home audio as well as some vintage audio, if you're into, you know, vinyl, things like that, this channel is an absolute must for you. So make sure you go check that out in the description below. All right, so let's dive into the review. Alexandria 3 was released by Xerjoff just a couple of years ago in 2019. The perfumer for this fragrance, as well as quite a few other Xerjoff fragrances, is Chris Maurice. For notes, we have palisander rosewood, lavender, cinnamon, Bulgarian rose, cedar, lily of the valley, Laotian oud, sandalwood, oud from Thailand, vanilla, musk, and amber. Really intriguing note breakdown there. Let's talk about price point for a second. This bottle is a 50 ml bottle, and you can expect to pay $325 retail for this. A lot of Xerjoff fragrances cannot be found on discount websites or on the gray market, so you're really gonna have to go through a reputable Xerjoff dealer, as well as you know, just Xerjoff's website. But yeah, $325 for a 50 ml. That's pretty on par with Xerjoff. They're obviously a bit more expensive. They're very high quality. This being from the Oud Stars collection, that's right in line with the price point from that line. It would be hard to do a Xerjoff review and not talk about their exquisite packaging. Let's take a look at this bottle here. You have an orange tinted glass. I'm not sure if the glass is orange or if they just tint it after the fact, but you've got like an orange glass there, and then a repeating pattern in red, which is really cool, really unique bottle. Got the X on the front there, and then A3 for Alexandria 3, and then obviously the classic Xerjoff cap, which I really love. And then you've seen this in my 40 knots review. But this is the box, this purple box here. You got Xerjoff right there, the X on top. This beautiful, like, purple leather box is really awesome. Then you open it up and you have this, it's not tissue paper. It looks like tissue paper. It's not. It's this really nice, high quality felt, almost like a satin-like feel to it. And then the bottle, if you chose to display it somewhere, maybe on your dresser, you can actually pull this out of here, and it's a nice leather little block here that you can set the fragrance in. It's got the X imprinted in there. You got the X up here in gold. Just really classy packaging. And I feel like, you know, when you're spending upward, you know, $200 plus on a fragrance, you got to do it this way. I feel like this is really great. You get some bang for your buck here with this packaging, and not all brands do it that way. Before I move on from presentation, I know a lot of you guys out there love when I show you the sprayer. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick little spray here. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, this stuff is great. Really great pressurized atomizer here, so you can kind of control how much you spray. Really nice. Let's talk about the scent profile for Alexandria 3. When you first spray this on, you are going to be hit with a very dry and powdery experience. You know, you get the lavender up top, you get the cinnamon up top, you also get the rose that is in the mid. I'm assuming that is what is making this fragrance a very powdery experience. So super powdery, super dry, but then there's also this really nice wispy, like honey quality in there. So it's not a syrupy honey, it's not overly sweet, but there's kind of like this honey-like effect, which I really love. It's not listed in the notes, but that's how I perceive it. It reminds me in the opening a little bit of Bois d'Argent by Christian Dior from the Privé collection. So if you're into that, I would highly recommend you checking this out, but it reminds me of that a little bit in the opening. As it goes on, it remains dry, but the cinnamon starts to become a little bit more spicy as you get into the mid. And then you also start to get some of the sweeter notes, the vanilla and the amber. You start to get the musk popping through, and that is really my favorite part of this fragrance. It just gets, it remains a bit powdery, but it just goes into the background a little bit more. You get that honeyed quality a little bit more to the front, which I love. This fragrance has oud in it, 2 kinds of oud actually, but I don't really get a tremendous amount of oud out of this. I actually smell more of the sandalwood. So for those of you out there that maybe don't love oud, or you're wanting something that's kind of like an entry level oud, if you fall in that category, this might be one to check out. But it just starts to get a little bit sweeter as it dries down. You know, you get the spiciness from the cinnamon, and I get a lot of sandalwood out of this. So sandalwood is in the base. That's really what I pick up on. And you're left with, on the dry down, this beautiful, woody, musky, sweet scent that really projects off of your skin, which, you know, we need to talk about performance on this. This thing is a monster. I would not go more than 3 sprays in the fall. If you're talking about the winter and it gets really cold where you live, maybe you can do, you know, 4 sprays max. But this stuff is really pungent. It's gonna stay on your skin for 12+ hours. It's gonna project, you know, I would say beyond an arm's length for 4 to 5 hours. I mean, it is really, really strong, which I expect from not only Xerjoff, but the Oud Stars collection. I mean, all of these fragrances are pretty beastly, and this is right in line with that. So yeah, all in all, love this fragrance. I've grown to love it more and more as I wear it. And if I had one word to describe this, it would be regal. It's just very regal. It's perfect for those formal occasions where you're suited up, you're dressed really well. This just fits the bill so perfectly. Regal, opulent, whatever you know, word you want to use to describe in that category would be a good descriptor for this fragrance. Highly recommend that you at least sample Alexandria 3, get your nose on it and see what you think. Personally, I really enjoy it. That's all from me, guys, on Alexandria 3 by Xerjoff. But I want to hear from you. Do you like this fragrance? Have you tried it? Do you hate this fragrance? What do you think about it compared to Alexandria 2 and some of the other fragrances from the Oud Stars collection? Or maybe just tell me your favorite from Xerjoff. Either way, let's get a conversation started down in those comments, and I will see you guys soon.